Tonight, each of us can start toward this ideal through our own contributions to the million acts of service and kindness. Living for others is an important step toward the dream of building one family under God. Imagine if young people from enemy nations working side by side in service to others. Any misunderstanding and hatred that existed would fade away as they sweat, laugh, cry, and work together in common cause and purpose. Another goal of the Global Peace Festival is to celebrate the common universal values shared by all faiths. As you've seen this evening, through the Universal Peace Federation's interfaith gatherings in the Middle East, Christians, Muslims, and Jews are rediscovering their common heritage in Abraham. They are realizing that they have more in common than they have differences. They are recognizing that they are truly brothers and sisters of faith, longing equally for peace and reconciliation. We have discovered that relations between faith traditions are not about mere toleration of one's prayers and rituals. A true interfaith experience is a celebration of the core principles that bind all God-affirming people together as one family. When we remember our common origin and our common heritage, our eyes open like that holy song, Amazing Grace. And you see the light that is rooted in an obvious truth, that all people, regardless of creed, race, culture, and nationality, is indeed one family under God, Aju. America, as a nation of interfaith ideals, must now fulfill its destiny of leading the world to peace. Working with the United Nations, I propose the United States second the motion of my father made to the UN to establish an interreligious council of faith leaders similar to the Security Council. Many great minds agree that the greatest threat to global peace and future development is religious narrow-mindedness. This new UN Council could be the forum for all faiths to come together on common ground and lead the peace process. In addition, I believe the UN needs to recognize the centrality of God in the discussion on human rights. I propose the UN Charter be modified to include the idea that humanity is endowed by our Creator with certain inalienable rights, similar to that historic document, the most historic document that I believe was inspired by God in our time, the Declaration of Independence. 4, without a spiritual root in our common heritage, fundamental human rights will continue to be abused around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, today at the U.S. Capitol, we are demonstrating a model of interfaith harmony and declaring a common commitment to establish one family under God. This initiative will be extended to all 50 states in October and to every continent where the Global Peace Festivals will be convened this year and the years to come. We must revive America's founding vision and expand that dream onto a global stage through the universal vision of one family under God. As my father said in a recent peace message, the time has come to tear down those man-made walls, the walls of race, culture, religion, and country, and establish a peaceful, ideal world of God's cherished hope and desire. The power of one human family united can quell the turmoil of conflict throughout the world, from the strife of poverty in Africa to the conflict in the Middle East and the current struggle in Georgia to the final remnant of the Cold War on my homeland of Korea, on the Korean Peninsula. As Americans and global citizens standing upon this hallowed ground, under the steadfast gaze of our forefathers and those who paid the ultimate price on the altar of freedom, let us make a solemn pledge to expand that American dream and lead the world to peace through the vision of one family under God, a Jew. Then, my friends, then, surely as light overcomes darkness, an era of peace and prosperity will emerge from the depths of distrust and hatred, both at home and abroad. For together, we can dare to dream the greatest dream of all. Let us own the dream to create one family under God and become the owners that can usher in a new age of global peace. Ah, Jew. Could we say that dream together in unison as a voice united in solidarity, representing all the great faith traditions of the world and men and women of conscience from all corners of this great nation of America and all the diverse cultures and nationalities that makes the tapestry of our human family? Could we say together, as we bow our heads, making a solemn pledge inside, could we say together, the dream of God to create one family under God? We shall be the owners of one family under God, a Jew. Thank you very much. May God bless you and your families and this great nation of America.